Hello and welcome back to Tutoring with Gavin. This series of video tutorials are specifically aimed at students who are revising the transactional or non-fiction writing section of the exam. In this video, I'll be looking at the newspaper article, providing you with top tips on how to get a grade 9 in your English language exam. Tip 1. Jot down your audience and purpose, then plan an outline of your ideas, putting your best point first and ending with your least interesting or detailed idea. This is normal in newspaper articles, but it's also better for you because if you run out of time, your best ideas are already written. The purpose for most articles is to inform, but if you can do this in an entertaining and engaging way, then even better. Don't forget that this should be written in a formal register with a professional tone. Tip 2. Create a headline to hook your reader. Here are 3 examples of headlines for the same story. Deals still possible, says PM at last-ditch Brexit dinner. This uses dramatic words like last ditch, and there's a touch of alliteration in there for good measure. PM refuses to back down in face of Brexit deadlock. Again, dramatic words and phrases like refuses to back down and deadlock, and the same alliterative D sound. Finally, deadlock at dinner, also dramatic and alliterative. Pick your keywords before you write your headline and try to think of relevant and dramatic words that start with the same letter. Tip 3. Create a byline and placeline. For example, if you are writing from London, you might put by Joseph Langley, June 2021, London. Tip 4. Your lead line is the first 1 or 2 sentences at the beginning of the article. These have to hook the reader so that they continue reading. For example, the dramatic BBC headline about Donald Trump's final days in office: as President Donald Trump's days in the White House wane, his administration is racing through a string of federal executions. The alliterative W sound is accompanied by dramatic words like racing and executions. This grabs our attention and makes us want to know more. How many, who, why, where and when. Tip 5. These are your main points on the topic, starting with your strongest. For each point, provide details, using a range of language devices such as examples, anecdotes, power of 3, hyperbole, declarative statements, direct address, alliteration, facts, statistics, opinions, repetition, quotations, similes, metaphors, superlatives, and rhetorical questions. Tip 6. When concluding your article, try to leave the reader with something important to consider about the future regarding this topic. What next? How will it all end? Will this ever be resolved? In the BBC article on Trump's executions, it ends with an insight into what will follow in the coming weeks, but reveals one unanswered question. The Biden team has noted that more than 160 individuals sentenced to death in the US since 1973 have later been exonerated. Mr. Biden has yet to name his choice for US Attorney General. Tip 7. Use a variety of sentence starters. For example, YouTube is now one of the ways we learn. We learn often through using YouTube. Learning through YouTube is very popular. One of the ways we learn is through YouTube. Ways of learning might include YouTube. Tip 8. Use a variety of sentence types. Simple, short sentences are often effective for impact, while compound and complex offer opportunities to make your detailed ideas flow. You can use questions, declarative statements, exclamatory sentences, or imperatives. For example, what was he thinking? Cream cake? Don't do it. This is a heart attack waiting to happen. Tip 9. Edit and proofread your article. The best way to check for your spellings is to read the passage backwards, looking for any obvious mistakes you might have made. Well, I hope this has helped. If you like more tutorials to help you get a great grade, be sure to subscribe to this channel and give the video the thumbs up if you liked it. Also visit the Facebook page for more free resources on this and other aspects of the GCSE language and literature exams. Until next time.